Greg came through town and he met with us and he met with the mayor. And he probably, I don't know if he'll remember this, but probably the most important statement about this work and our success came from this statement that Greg made. And he said, it's not about competition with the school district. This is not charters are good and district schools are not. This is about we want quality public schools. This is not, charters are a part of this conversation. And there's deep work, important work in this side of the equation that does not diminish all the other wonderful work and great things happening in the district.
I think a part of that chasm is why we have many of the challenges that we have. We're not a community together anymore. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure at what point in this life we are all a part of that we were together, but there was a semblance of togetherness. And we need that again because our kids are suffering as a result of us as adults not doing what we need to do. I don't know what that is. If it's charter, fine. Bring me some charter.
Seeing our high schools and our charter systems and working for that at-risk youth, particularly in the prisons, and knowing that it's not their traditional high school environment, but it's someone that those students matter to in those high schools, that the schools there are there to serve the students and actually care about the children. Isn't something that I had.
Just day in and day out, I was reminded that how important education is, because I was able to saw youth, come in and out of the courtroom for minor violations, but those violations that will impact their lives, dictate, sort of the next path of where they can go and where they can't go. And I just felt like, how do you remedy this, right? How is it? And then I was just brought back. It all starts with education. It all, I looked at the communities in which, the courthouse I worked in, the communities that fed into that courtroom, and what didn't they have? They didn't have access to high quality education.
There is just a higher bar for charter schools. The expectation is a lot higher. It's not, and just use the no excuses climate, not only for our students, but from an authorizer to our schools. We don't want to see our charter operators get up and say, well, we're not performing because, and these are the reasons, and they all have to deal with demographics of our students. Authorizers don't accept that. And I think then that changes how schools operate.
We all have different political climates, different legal climates, but there's a lot that's the same. Authorizing, there's accountability, compliance, monitoring, technical assistance. It's very similar no matter where you go. There's differences, but we're all trying to do the same thing. We can all draw from each other's experiences.
But the community that I come from, the family that I have, I never forget. I never forget why I do this. Never, ever, ever forget why I do this. And so, I think there are different things that motivate me, but overall, I don't know that I need to be reminded. Again, I think that for everything that I've seen and for the community that I grew up in and for the route of change I think that I see and the change that I've seen a number of charter schools make. Students can be empowered, and empowered students become empowered adults, and empowered adults become change agents.
We don't need every school to be a charter school. We need every school to be a good school. And if charters opened up that avenue so that the traditional school down the street can use those same practices and innovations to improve education for every child, be they in a charter or not, we've succeeded.